Accra, 1950. Colonial police march through the streets. A restless crowd gathers. They're tense but hopeful. What they're about to do has never been done before. At the front, a tall woman with eyes full of fire steps forward. Her name is Hannah Kudjoe. It's a simple name for an extraordinary woman. Behind her, a man whispers, "They say independence is impossible." Hannah turns to him, looks him straight in the eye and says, "Nothing is impossible when we stand together." We'll tell you all about her in this video, including how she and her friends planned a series of protests which helped end British colonial rule in Ghana and led to the country becoming independent. So stay tuned. Meanwhile, let's go back to Hannah at home. She's sitting at a table sewing banners. One says self-government now. Another reads, "No vote, no food." Hannah sews, dreaming of a Ghana that is free and self-governing. Outside, children skip rope while other kids color pictures of their homeland. As Hannah works, other women arrive, all eager to help, ready for the big march. This is what it looked like, women working together preparing for the biggest protests in the history of their country. The next day, Hannah leads the women to the marketplace. There, amongst the merchants and their wares, Hannah rallies the women traders. She tells them that Ghana cannot be free without its mothers, daughters, and sisters. Once they've finished shopping, the women will march to the center of town to join the men there for the big rally. But things don't go exactly according to plan. As the women start to gather, a heavy black cloud hangs over the crowd. They're nervous. Suddenly, colonial police appear and start arresting people. Some of the protesters try to run away, but the police are quick and strong. One by one, the leaders are arrested. Everyone thinks the protest is over. But then Hannah steps forward. When she does, the crowd falls silent. "Our men may be in prison," she says, "but our freedom is in our hands. Are you ready to take it?" The crowd cheers, and one by one they stand up ready to be counted. "I am ready," they shout. "I am ready," echoes Hannah. "Now we need some explaining. You see, the place we're talking about now is called Ghana, but before 1947, it was known as the Gold Coast. It was a British colony, and as such, its people had no say in how they were governed. Most of the important jobs were held by the British, and the people of the Gold Coast could not vote or speak up against the government. Things started to change in 1946 when a political party called the United Gold Coast Convention set up a protest movement calling for the right of the people to govern themselves. But progress was slow, so another group, the Convention People's Party, decided to step in. This new party wanted real independence from the British, not just the right to govern themselves. They asked a charismatic leader named Kwame Nkrumah to head the party. Soon, thousands of people had joined the Convention People's Party together. They planned demonstrations and strikes to force the British to leave. But this put them at odds with the authorities, and many members of the party ended up behind bars, just like we saw happen in the video. Now, at first, Hannah didn't really like politics. She felt too scared to get involved. But when she heard Kwame speaking, something inside her changed. He talked about freedom, independence, and unity, and he inspired her to take action. This led to the protest that we're showing you now, one of the biggest political rallies ever seen in the Gold Coast. Thousands of people gathered together to demand independence. They listened as Kwame Nkrumah spoke about the future of their country. At the back of the crowd, Hannah watches him, her heart pounding. She can't believe what she's seeing and hearing. Afterwards, she helps pass out flyers to the crowd, urging everyone to join the movement. Then, just like that, it happens again. The police appear and start making arrests. But Hannah is ready for it this time. She knows that they can't stop the growing desire for freedom. Before long, almost all of the leaders of the Convention People's Party are imprisoned, but Hannah keeps going. With a smile on her face, she continues to hand out flyers telling people to join the movement. She even starts to organize secret meetings between the people and the imprisoned leaders. So let's talk about where Hannah got her confidence. She was born in 1918 in a small village called Anyuko. When she was young, she learned to read and write in a mission school. After getting married, she moved to Accra, where she worked as a seamstress and a dressmaker. But she wasn't content with just making clothes. She wanted to make a difference in the world. So when she heard about the Convention People's Party and their fight for independence, she knew she had to get involved. And it wasn't just because of the injustice of colonialism. Hannah believed in a better future for women. She knew that independence would bring many challenges, but she also knew that it was worth fighting for. She wanted to live in a world where her daughters could grow up knowing that their country was theirs, where they could be anything they wanted to be. That's why she kept going, even after her friends and family told her to give up, because Hannah knew that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to create a better future for her country, and she wasn't going to let it slip away. Next, we travel with Hannah as she journeys from village to village, gathering support for the movement. She sleeps under trees and walks barefoot for days. All the while, she talks to the chiefs and elders of each community, asking them to join the fight for independence. She listens to their concerns and tries to address them. Along the way, she also meets with ordinary people, sharing food and stories with them around a crackling fire. She tells them about the injustices of colonialism and asks them to join the movement. Despite the long journey, Hannah never gives up hope. She believes that the people of Ghana are strong and united, and she knows that they want independence. Every night when she sits alone in the darkness, writing letters by the dim light of a lantern, she feels the weight of her responsibility, but she knows that she's doing the right thing. Finally, it's time for the big march. On March 6, 1957, after 10 years of protests and sacrifices, the British government finally agrees to give the Gold Coast independence. To celebrate, Hannah and thousands of others gather together. As the sun rises, they all walk to the center of town. The crowd is huge, made up of people from all walks of life. All of them are excited to be part of something historic. When they reach the stadium, they look up to see the brand new flag of Ghana rising high above them. It's green with a black star in the middle, representing the people of Ghana and their unity. As the flag flutters in the breeze, the crowd erupts in cheers and celebration. People dance and sing, their voices echoing through the stadium. Some cry tears of joy, overwhelmed by the moment. And Hannah stands there smiling, tears streaming down her face. She looks up at the flag and thanks God for his help. In that moment, she feels like anything is possible. In the end, Hannah became known as the woman who carried Ghana's freedom on her shoulders. Today, her story is remembered in schools and on murals all around the country. Schoolgirls can be heard chanting her name, and people still talk about her bravery and determination. If you want to know more about amazing people like Hannah, make sure to follow us. We've got lots of videos about unsung heroes just like her. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.